All right. So, we've been covering climate change, and it is a serious topic. It's a serious challenge that we as a species are failing to overcome. Challenge of our own doing, by the way. We are burning fossil fuels and continuing other unsustainable practices that are increasing the rate of change in our environment. And because it's a serious challenge and we're failing at it, our topics are mostly criticisms and overall, negative, I guess one could say. Antoine called it out on our last couple episodes, maybe more towards the end of each one. And I will not let our species fail to overcome another challenge. So this time, Antoine, I'm going to highlight some positive climate change news.
I love it. I love it. Positivity coming our way, despite
I
the
mean, we'll see if you
technocrats
can tear it
dying.
all
And
apart and stuff, but
yeah,
so
go for it. Yeah, you
yeah,
got some good stuff. You got some good
Antoine's going
news.
to poke holes. Antoine's going to be the Debbie Downer. That's fine. That is fine. But we'll switch roles here.
Okay.
So, according to the EPA, Biden's Inflation Reduction Act has put the US on track to cut carbon emissions by 35 to 43% by 2030 from 2005 levels.
Cool.
So the Inflation Reduction Act took effect in August 2022 and provides nearly $400 billion through 2031 in tax credits to help consumers buy electric vehicles and companies produce renewable energy. I guess the caveat is that any new administration can come in and change things. And
Why'd you
the
steal my
renewables
thunder?
are,
Why'd
as
you
we know,
you
go
still
ahead.
yeah, you stole my thunder. I mean, that's the first thing I was thinking in my head. I was like, so how in stone is this? Like, can the new next administration start basically roll it back and then start chipping away? And
Yeah,
you just said
they
it.
most likely could.
You said
Yeah.
that they most likely can, and it's a quite high likelihood that Trump will be ruling the American like he'll be the emperor from his seat in jail. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be real fun.
You think he'll have a cell phone in jail where he's just like making calls? He gets it confiscated every
Well,
couple
yeah, he'll have to
weeks.
have some
Then he
sort of
just gets a new
special
one.
executive privilege. Yeah, he'll be running the penthouse and the White House at the same time, which is going to be like a crazy memoir claim to fame kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So there's that part, and then there's the whole renewable thing because we covered before that places like Florida are burning trash and selling them as renewable credits, which really doesn't do anything to cut carbon emissions. In fact, it's polluting not just the planet, but the people living around those sites. So
wait, I thought you were supposed to be the upside. What
yeah,
is this?
the upside. So the upside is that I'm trusting the EPA and their analysis of this act, and that one way or another, even if they're using the burning trash loophole,
Yeah,
that we are on track to cut carbon emissions by 35 to 43% by 2030, which we should be at, I think, 50% by 2030. I think that's the goal. So we're close, right? We're close because I think by the end of the century or something like that, we're supposed to be, or no, I'm sorry, by 2050, I think we're supposed to be at net zero,
hmm.
which means we could still be pumping some carbon. It's
Yeah,
not zero emission,
right.
but we have enough carbon capture
To offset.
technology to get it right.
Yeah,
So
that's what
we could
net
still be
zero
burning
is.
some
Yeah.
fossil fuels in 2050, but still be at net zero. Both things can be true.
I mean, if ExxonMobil is no longer a company, I don't know how I'll sleep at night. I mean, that's really where we're at right now. We gotta do it.
I mean, they can convert, right?
Not according to them.
What do you mean? What
I'm
they
saying
say?
they're like we can be gas and being energy independent, which is how they basically, in order to defend yourself, you have to roll yourself into our country's defense. So they literally position themselves as part of like our military defense. I mean that's how you, if education could figure out a way, if schools could figure out a way to get part of the military funding and be in that fold to say good schools is part of our American military defense. If they can start doing that, education will be a lot better in this country.
Maybe every K through 12 could just be a military school.
Don't
It'll
put
be
ideas.
very Ender's Game.
Don't put ideas. I could see it right now. Literally, I could see the pen across Project 25. It's just like it's erasing a number of the charter things and it's replacing it with military academies everywhere.
Uh, I mean,
it's what we're going to need to do, because the only
I mean,
export we're
yeah.
going to have at the
How
end
did
of the day.
you even said it? How did we get our interstate? How do we get anything done?
How do you
It's
get
all
anything?
military, right? So there you go. We talked about it before. The only way you
It's coming.
population is war.
It's
So, all
coming.
right. So there's that.